Sector that's looking after the digital transformation chapter. SGTech has curated a list of several tools that are useful for SMEs, that are easy to adopt and that you can put to use quickly. So in this next segment of the webinar, we get to hear about these solutions and the problems that they can solve. Okay, for the past webinars and the solutions from this series, you can find them on SGTech's website, as shown on the screen. Just click the resources button and then the solutions toolbox for SMEs button. Yep, then you have the list of all the past webinars and solutions from this series. Okay, with that, I'd like to introduce now Mr. Mark Smilovich, the first Vice Chairman of SGTech's Digital Transformation Chapter, to kickstart this segment of the webinar by sharing about our chapter. Mark, over to you.
Thank you very much, Sanjay, and hello, everyone. I will take just a few minutes to introduce our chapter. The chapter is about the we believe that transformation is very often now large companies initiate digital transformation at some of the stages of their development. But more and more companies consider that transformation is something that the management is responsible for. And with this in mind, there are always different tasks that you need to solve on an ongoing basis with digital transformation. They include learning about the best practices and digital transformation tools, find partners that you can work with, looking for efficiency increase and dividing your investment efforts between cost saving and additional revenue generation by digital transformation, and so on. In our chapter, we have quite a lot of members from different industries, industries themselves, startups, from fintech to AI to more heavy industries, innovation consultants. We have a very good mix of people and companies that can be good partners in all those parts of the digital transformation process I mentioned. What we do under SGTech, we focus on several things now that include education and promotion knowledge of what digital technology can bring in various industries. We do matchmaking between the companies.
In 2 minutes.
To increase the efficiency of the process. And of course, these solutions are for this transformation is what is most important to all the clients. So here we are. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Mark, for that sharing. Okay, for today's session, we'll have these 5 companies to share with us their solutions. And just to let all of you in the audience know, if you have any questions regarding the solutions being presented, please feel free to submit your questions in the Q&A panel, similar to the earlier segment, and address it to the respective solution or to the company or to the speaker. And there will be a moderated Q&A segment after the presentations to address all these questions that you have. All right, with that, it's time to check out the solutions that we have in the toolbox today. First up, I'd like to invite Charmaine from QuickDesk to share about her solution. Charmaine?
Hello. Hi, can you hear me? All good? Yep. Okay, I wanted to share my screen. Can you give me the screen sharing access? Thank you. All right. Okay, hi everyone. I am Charmaine from QuickDesk. So we are very thankful to be able to be here today under the solutions toolbox segment. Personally, SGTech has been a very good association for us. In fact, QuickDesk could be around today because of them. So today I thought to circle in on this topic called "Do past success in sales equates to future success in sales?" And I think why I chose this topic was for the very simple reason. You know, just now EY mentioned a lot about the past, the new, and the now. And I thought it's also the same, whereby in the past we could have done sales by just relationship building, face-to-face meeting, but it's no longer the same anymore, as all of us have realized by now. So before I go deeper into what we can provide and help, let me share a bit about our company's purpose. So our purpose today, our purpose in the company is to really make selling simpler and smarter in today's digital new norms. And since the launch in 2016, We have been more than blessed to be able to serve more than 900 SMEs till today, be it whether in their needs for education, to equip their salespeople, or even being able to adopt solutions to transform digitally for their sales and marketing process. Of course, we all know that not solutions couldn't help every single company. So what kind of companies could we help, and who do we exactly have helped? So we are able to help companies that do a lot more transactional sales, which means a lot more face-to-face sales. There's a need for a salesperson to be in the midst of it, who also constantly are out there prospecting, and of course, constantly needing to engage with the people, the prospects, the leads, and the contacts. Some examples of the industries includes educations, membership associations, distribution, business and professional services. And what we help them to do is to be able to empower the right people in the right seats. Just now, I believe in EY session, they mentioned a lot about, at the end of the day, it's always a blend of three things: people, IT, and systems. And of course, one thing that we really believe a lot in also is, it's not just about selling, it's about having the right and relevant salesperson to be selling with the right sales and marketing system. At the end of the day, every one of us in different industries have different sales and marketing process, and we recognize that. But what we should think about today is, how can we transform that digitally? As COVID hits, a lot of businesses started to realize they can no longer generate leads like before. Before, they are able to generate leads through networking events, exchanging of name cards, but not anymore. So what do we then do? We need to think of ways to generate leads digitally. So as we realize the need for this solution, we have been very blessed also to be able to launch our professional conversion program for digital sales executives together with NUS and SGTech, teaching businesses how to leverage on different digital tools and platforms to generate more leads, being able to use data crawlers to crawl from different directories, using different digital platforms to get more inbound leads, or even automate their follow-ups with qualified leads, because it's not just the system that matters, but having the people to execute the process for you that matters. Next, when we realize that some companies say, hey, you know, I don't need that much of the education, but teach me what exactly can I do? Because I can no longer follow up purely through face-to-face relationship sessions. You could no longer convert as before, and buyers become more informed. As you're presenting, as I'm presenting here today, all of you are probably doing some research, Googling about us, or Googling about what sales and marketing automation is. And that's the truth. So what's important is about choosing system to support in your follow-up engagements, using automation to bring in human touch at the most impactful moments to personalize the whole customer journey. So how do we then help? We help by providing you a sales and marketing solution that automatically follow up with your leads and customers in a personalization method for better leads nurturing and to increase meaningful conversations with those that are targeted, help those that we can help. Next, we also realize the need to be integrating with different social media platforms and also be more targeted to let the system work for you instead of you working hard for the system. So our system is integrable to different digital channels like Facebook, and we can set certain goals in your engagement processes. One thing that a lot of people have shared with us is that, hey, Charmaine, you guys presented to me QuickDesk with calling, email, and SMS function. The question is this: is it enough? And in today's day and age, we are communicating from different channels: Messenger, WhatsApp, Line. And in this upcoming quarter, we are going to launch the whole set of integration with the different channels, and even being able to automate one of the most used communication platform with all of you are engaging with, the WhatsApp. So in the past, we didn't have that because chat was not so prevalent, but it's becoming even more prevalent in helping us to close sales and cases today. Next, you know, in this digital post-COVID situation, a lot of people are either losing salespeople or having the need to let go of salespeople. So what can we then do? We realize that when they lose salespeople, they also lose the leads. And hence, there is a need for a system to track and manage all info and past purchases from the lead. And that's what QuickDesk is here to help. We are able to have a one-stop platform to help you seamlessly manage all your past engagement with sales leads and customers. So you do not have to think, what did the past salesperson did? the system automatically track for you, not only in the engagements, but also in the quotations and invoice generated. I know a lot of people may ask, are you guys integrable with Xero? The answer is yes. So you can either use our system to generate quotations and invoice, or integrate to another online cloud accounting system that you may already have. And last but not least, some of you in the webinar session here, it's sales leaders, business development leaders, or even entrepreneurs yourself. And what you really care about is the numbers of how your sales team is performing and what is leading to low conversion rates and how to increase that. So we realized the need for quick visibility on the performance and conversion rates. So here we are consulting with you, knowing what's your needs and being able to customize a dashboard to track your sales team's activities and pipeline. And of course, to know which is your best performing sales agent and which is your worst performing sales agent. And we have been very thankful to be able to help companies to drive their sales efficiency by more than 3x, as you could see from the testimonial here. And we want to help all of you here in this webinar here with us today. So presenting to you a summary of our Quick Desk Sales Suite, following through the whole sales funnel from prospecting to marketing to sales to chat to deals and our dashboard. So of course, being an SGTech member, we also want to give back. So they asked, what's the special offer that we could provide? If any of us, you could contact us and purchase our solution by 9 August, we are here to give you a 50% off. Of course, we know that it's a need to know your needs first. So if you could drop us a note at contact@quickdesk.io or visit us at our website and allow us to make your life simpler as you generate more leads and sales. So thank you, everyone.
All right, thanks so much, Amin, for that presentation. Okay, next up, can we have Luis from Smart Academy to present his solution?
Oh, yes. Give me a second.
Right, whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready. Okay, so I'll begin right now. So hi everyone, my name is Luis. I represent Smart Academy, one of Singapore's leading training provider for in-demand tech skills and your number one choice when it comes to upgrading your employees' capabilities. So today I'll be sharing with you a change in the shift in the media trend, whereby digital media spend has actually overtook offline media for the first time in 2019. So this goes to show that the big boys, the large advertisers, are actually allocating more of their budget towards digital media and the importance of digital media. So moving on, digital continued to grow at 11% in 2020 at the expense of print media, such as newspaper and magazines. So I believe by now we have known where the trend is going towards. And moving on, when we talk about digital, there are various platforms. So where are most of our users spending their time? As we can see from the graph here, that year on year, there's an increase in users on mobile. So this goes to show that this directly shows the increase in the mobile digital ad spend. And more recently, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we have seen a huge change in media's habits, whereby only 19% of our users are spending their time on television, a traditional media, whereas a staggering 81% of our users are spending their time on digital platforms, such as social media, Facebook, Instagram, messaging services, WhatsApp, Telegram, streaming services, Netflix, and also watching news coverage online. So I believe by now we will have established that there's a shift in the market trend towards the digital media platforms as well. So take a look at this short comic where companies are talking about going digital. They talk about Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok, IG. But what are they going to do in these channels? Or even how are they going to do it? And some companies, although they are doing it, but how many are doing it right? So that's where Smart Academy actually comes in with Intro to Digital Marketing, a training solution whereby we upskill and teach your employees how to leverage on social media marketing tools to extend your business outreach, to create effective campaigns, and to learn from case studies on how successful companies actually run their campaigns. So at the same time, there is funding support available for this training program. So eligible SME sponsored Singaporean or PR can apply for funding support up to 90% with T&Cs apply lah. So Smart Academy, to add on, Smart Academy is also one of the approved training provider under IMDA CTRAP Plus program. So this means that our course materials, our trainers are actually vetted and approved by IMDA. So there's an assurance where the level of quality is there as well. So if you would like to digitalize and also to upgrade your employees' capabilities, to go on to leverage on all these tools to expand your business outreach, do reach out to us. We are here to help you today. Thank you very much for your time. I'll pass the time back to Song Jie.
All right, thanks, Louis. Thanks so much for that. Next, can I have Vidyut from Bebo to present his solution? Sorry, Vidyut, you're on mute.
Oh, sorry. Hi, can you hear me now? Yeah,
Yep.
Great. So good afternoon, everyone. So today I'm going to be walking us through and building, in fact, on what Vikram from EY and the rest of the teams were actually saying, that how can you all, especially as SMEs, look to actually increase your engagement alongside your retention for your consumers post-COVID-19, all right? So obviously, everyone's been impacted by COVID-19, but let's try and break it up. Whether you're B2C, it's your consumer engagement, which has actually been impacted majorly. And in cases of B2B, it's much more of your distributor and your vendor engagement, which has really been hit, right? So the business critical questions, right, which you need to be asking, especially towards increasing your top line or your bottom line, can be broken into 4 parts. 1, who are the key customers who you need to be engaging next, and why them specifically? 2nd, how and when should we be looking to engage them, and is it possible in real time? 3rd, can we actually increase the average order value for each transaction? And while doing so, can we even improve the consumer experience, right? And lastly, towards retention, who are these customers who are most likely to leave us, and how can we actually retain them? Well, everyone, let me say this is actually a multi-billion-dollar revenue challenge, which can actually be broken into 3 phases: customer acquisition, engagement, and retention. Well, Harvard actually realized that a 5% increase in retention can result in up to 25 to 95% increase in the profits. Significant, don't you think? Well, let's talk about how ISTA AI and Babel itself will be helping your SMEs itself for this. So let's take the example of Thailand's largest retailer, who was serving over 18 million customers. Well, despite having the best in the business loyalty management system, they really were not being able to engage their customers really well, which led to high churn, lost opportunities, and eventually lost dollars, right? Well, the moment ISTA AI came on board, first of all, they reduced the time to engage their consumers itself from 12 weeks down to 4 seconds itself. Very, very significant. Well, the impact was that they ended up launching over 81 personalized campaigns across 90 days, where we delivered, especially based on personalized rewards, across 18 million customers, resulting in an increase of engagement by over 20%. Now, coming to how is it that ISTA AI itself helps SMEs and customer engagement? Well, there are 3 broad phrases where it comes in. First of all, it's talking about understanding your customer segments and your customer groups. 2nd, personalizing the engagement across consumers. And thirdly, the retention of these groups of customers and consumers itself. Let's break it down. First of all, when we're talking about segmentation, it's very critical to understand that what is the behavior and the motivations for each consumer to actually engage you. The moment you get this right, it can lead up to 59% increase in consumer engagements. The moment you actually go towards personalizing this consumer engagement as well, you can do so through ISTA's proprietary next best action components alongside dynamic cross-sell and upsell strategies, which can actually deliver up to 20% increase, if not 21% at times, in conversions. And lastly, towards retention, use advanced ML alongside exit intent detection to increase the retention by up to 6%. Well, let me summarize all that information. First of all, the key benefit is you're understanding the customer behavior and the interest to increase engagements by up to 59%. Second, you're increasing your average order value by up to customers, which is a very, very critical component. Now, why is it that an SME like yours would be looking especially at ISTA? Well, we've actually worked across a range of industries, whether it's BFSI, hospitality, retail, and the likes. But especially let me highlight some companies like, for example, IMD itself. We have been their finalists in AI challenges, alongside helping homegrown SMEs itself, like Perks, which is in the last mile customer loyalty space, or TradeGecko, which is in the logistics space, towards such solutions. Now, coming to how is it that it enables personalization across your SME itself? Well, we don't expect you all to have a lot of data. We can start off even with small data sets, like for example, your POS and transactions, your existing CRM or your mailing setups, and of course, your past campaigns which you've run. We put all this data into ISTA AI, which ends up providing you with the personalized products and offers for your consumers, and for your team, a dashboard, so that the consumer experience across the website, the mobile, and the email, whichever one you'll have, can actually be improved and engaged, so that you'll get better online to offline engagements. And a sample customer journey. Let's say John has been working as a management consultant, and his favorite fast F&B outlet, Client X, actually knows a lot more about John than he thinks. They know about his preferences, about his behavior, especially on the Babelista platform. Well, X creates a segment which is very similar to John, of around 5,000 to 10,000 customers. They know where is it that John is likely to come in next, and just before that time, they end up giving him a personalized offer, because of which, when John looks at that offer, he's going to get a list of products curated specifically for him from Client X. And as X is actually going ahead with the entire journey, ISTA even helps them improve the sale by upselling and cross-selling John itself to multiple products, which helps the Client X with multiple engagement insights across the customer behavior, interest and intent, and of course the psychographic segmentation. So coming to the SGTech offer itself, well, currently we're looking, especially because of COVID and because it's SGTech, we're looking at providing this product for the first year for especially $80,000. One thing I'd like to really highlight is that we are absolutely eligible for various government grants and subsidies up to 80% of the overall cost. And towards that, please feel free to reach out to us at vidyut@babel.sg, which is my name, or mudit@babel.sg. Thank you.
All right, thanks so much, Vidyut. Okay, next we have Huishan from GroupQuest to share about her solution. Huishan?
Hi everyone. Can you guys see my screen? Okay. So, I believe some of you may have heard of us as an internet service provider, but we have an entire team of our business segment that offers a complete set of solutions that fulfills the basic needs of SMEs to go digital, and that comprises of more than just broadband services. So SME actually face three main issues as they go digital. Firstly, there will be an increase in the reliance on network to be able to connect with more devices, platforms, and softwares. Therefore, having a fast, reliable, high-performance internet service is extremely important for your future operation and productivity as you go digital. Secondly, going digital also exposes SMEs with great risks and threats that are hidden within the cloud, attacks to the network, and more so the endpoint devices, especially in this day and age where devices such as laptops, mobile phones have become essential for work, more so when businesses go digital. Thirdly, going digital also encourages remote working, work from home, which is now the norm for most businesses given the crisis, and it brings along its own set of complications when it comes to maintaining the operation and productivity of the business within such work arrangements. So ViewQuest actually offers solutions that solves all three issues that SMEs face when they go digitalized. We'll start off with our network. So our main selling point of our broadband service is that we provide the fastest, most reliable, and highest performance network at the best value. We were awarded the fastest internet service provider in the past 2 years, and we are the only ISP that employs latency-based routing, which is a technology that enables high-performance network, minimizes downtime, and reduces packet losses, which is also the main reason why you don't hear about ViewQuest facing island-wide outages, unlike most of our competitors. Equipped with the quality broadband services, we also provide the best value in our broadband packages. Our 1 Gbps business plan is only at $189 now, It is the cheapest in the market, and also with that price, you will enjoy not only our quality broadband services, but also an award-winning mesh router and $500 capital and vouchers. With an additional $10 per month, you'll receive an additional 2 free business voice phone line. This promo is ending very soon by this month, hence do visit our website and contact us to find out more. ViewQuest also ensures businesses can go digital safely with our comprehensive business security offerings. Our firewall employs the latest technology that ensures that your network is protected. Our endpoint management solution protects your endpoint devices using the industry's first AI-based approach, which will proactively provide actionable insights and analytics to all your company's endpoint devices. You can choose to manage these security services on your own or allow us to manage for you. We will customize the right solution based on your security needs. Right now, we are offering a 3 months free trial for our endpoint solution for you to try it out. It will end automatically after 3 months, and feel free to come to us again if you wish to sign up after the 3 months. We also facilitate remote working with our business voice solution that allows for call forwarding and customers to continue to reach your business line even while working from home, therefore maintaining the operation of your business. Businesses can also take up our O365 solution to maintain productivity. Right now, we are offering free 6 months to our business phone lines for up to 30 lines. It will go to the price of $9.90 after the 6 months, and our usual price is $21 per month. This promo is also ending very soon by the end of this month, hence do visit our website and contact us to find out more. We served big enterprises such as NTUC Income, SIA, etc. We are also one of the top 10 managed security service provider in Singapore. We have a 5-star Gartner review, and we are, again, the fastest internet service provider in Singapore for the past 2 years. Therefore, do visit our website, our LinkedIn, our Facebook, if you wish to find out more and also to purchase our solutions. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, Krishan. Okay, now, last but not least, our final presenter. We have Wen Chi from Info Fabrica Consulting. Hi, Wen Chi, you're on mute. Yep, and then whenever you're ready, you can share your screen.
Are you able to see a screen?
No, not yet. If you share.
Share screen. So are you able to see the screen?
Yep.
Good afternoon. Thank you for SGTech inviting us to share our solution. I know it's a very long session, have been almost 2 hours. So I will try to end, I only have 4 slides. I will try to end this shoot and shop. And I would like to end this with a lighter note also. I would like to share a story during the CB, the 2-month lockdown, what happened and how we help the customer go through the CB. Okay. So before I share the story, I guess maybe most of you may not know who we are. So actually we are a cloud consulting and managed service provider. So we have a very deep relationship with like those global service provider like AWS and Google. So we are the very important, right? So where is our expertise? Right? We are the first one in the region, Southeast Asia, to achieve AWS storage competency. That's why we have all the backup, DR, archive expertise to help our customer. So actually AWS, because this AWS chartered us to come out with a solution to on a backup DR solution, help our customer will post on AWS website. So here you go. So I'm going to share like actually during the CB, the day 1, actually maybe it's day 2, when lockdown start. Actually one of the financial customer, the CEO called me. So since certainly all my employees cannot go back to office, actually they have a difficulty to access all the workload. So what they do, actually they charter the IT personnel to go back to the office, try to every day, trying to reboot the server, how to make it work, every day she's struggling. They urgently need help. So how, right? So then this is financial and this is a financial institute. So there's a lot of compliance, and they never look into cloud. So there's they want to make sure everything we do must be MAS compliance. So how we are going to help the customer? So there's a solution, right? So what we have done, right? So actually we install our platform, next gen managed data protection platform, in their so-called local data center, which there's a issue for all the employees remote access from their home. So actually we are using 2 weeks, 1 or 2 weeks time, help them to keep replicating the data to the cloud. So when we finish replicate data, actually schedule a downtime. So we only use 1 click. So actually we help them to move all the on-prem workload to the cloud. So now all the employee actually can work from home to access all the application on the cloud. And all this is MAS compliance. So now customers very happy, and actually they actually awarded us a 5 years contract. They help them to manage the entire IT infrastructure. And they, in fact, actually they deploy all their IT resource to do other more business related. So if you want to know more about how this platform can help you really protect your data, even move your data globally where necessary is available, and then you can sign up our next webinar, which jointly hosted by AWS and Informatica. So there's an email over here. You contact email. Actually, even when you sign up this webinar, actually you can get a $20 worth of EasyLink card. Then on top of this, actually we have another offer for all the SGTech members. I said whoever interested in this, because this is exercises we can help you to really go through onboarding services for free for 3 months for all the EG workloads. Okay, thank you. Song Jie, may hand over back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Sonchi, for the presentation. Yeah, you can stop your share now. Okay, now we've seen all the solutions to address different kind of needs that you may have. We're hoping that adopting these tools, any of these tools, will help to improve your processes. Okay, now we've come to the Q&A segment of our webinar. And again, feel free to submit any questions that you have towards the presenters in the Q&A panel and direct it to the respective solution or the company. I'd now also like to invite Subesh, who is also from Digital Transformation Chapter's EXCO, to moderate this Q&A. All right, over to you, Subesh.
Thanks, Sonji. Hi, my name is Subhash. So I don't think we have any questions at the moment. So we'll probably wait for a couple of, for a minute or two. And if there are no questions, I have a couple of questions for the presenters. So let's wait for some time. Or why don't we do, Shanji? Why don't we do one thing? Why don't I start asking the questions, and hopefully by then some questions start coming in, and we can keep the conversation going. Would that be okay?
Yep, that'd be good.
Fair enough. All right. So let's start off with Charmaine. I think the presentation was, I mean, in fact, all the presentations were very apt and they were punchy. So which is good job, guys. A question to Charmaine, right? So apart from the omni-channel chat that we are seeing, what are the other integration features that we can do with your solution?
Yeah, hi. Okay, so besides the omni-channel chat, we are also able to integrate with other digital applications that you currently are using. Like example, if you are generating leads from website, you are able to also integrate that, or even a project management system. So what we do normally is we go and understand your current sales and marketing processes, and then we help you to draw out your automation workflow. Upon approval, then we'll integrate it with our own solution.
Okay, so is your solution also available as a pay-per-use, or is it a one-time subscription?
It's an annual subscription.
Okay. All right. So I have one last question for you. What makes your solution different from the ones that are out in the market?
Okay, so I think generally most CRMs have many features and functions that are very similar. How I think we differentiate ourselves from the rest is the very fact that we focus on understanding your workflow and service you, and also bring about the education curriculum for you. And of course, in terms of our Quick Desk sales solutions, we have all communications integrated into one, as compared to many other tools that just focus on some form of engagements.
Okay, so yours truly is a one-stop solution.
Yes, exactly, for sales and marketing.
Fantastic, fantastic. And I really hope that the enterprises will leverage your solution to further their business in these challenging times. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks, Charmaine. Thank you so much. So there's one question that's come in to ViewQuest. Yeah. So the question that is how is your infrastructure different from that of Singtel or StarHub? Desmond goes on to say that we are using static broadband from Singtel as the main and StarHub as contingency. Can you just throw some light on this, ViewQuest, which is Huishan?
Hi, this is Nathan from ViewQuest.
Yeah, did you get the question?
Oh, that's right. Yes, we do. Yes, we use the services with over the NetLink Trust NGMBN services infrastructure only. That means to say we actually provide a service similar to Singtel, M1, StarHub, or other service providers in Singapore.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so there's no more questions coming in yet. So maybe I can direct this next question to Vidyut.
Hi, Subhash.
Hi, Vidyut. So I do understand from your presentation that you said your company is empaneled for companies to seek out for government subsidies, right? So that's already there, which is a good thing, right? So people can make use of it. How have you helped increase top line sales and conversions for retail clients? Can you throw some light on that?
Absolutely. So, Subhash, let me give an example of, I mean, not just a retail client, let's say a telco client also that we recently worked with. Not very big, but they're in Malaysia. So what we did for them was we helped them understand first, Subhash, who exactly are the different segments that they existingly have already, right? Once they understand these different profiles, they also need to understand what is the behavior or the interest that customers have towards different types of products. Once they know that, then it becomes much easier even for marketing divisions to understand that which products are best suited for which particular types of segments and how to engage them, especially in real time, right? And lastly, towards the retention part, helping companies understand more about how can they actually first identify who are these groups of customers who are likely to be leaving soon, and then what are the products to engage them with, especially the next time they come online. That's something that we really have proven ourselves on. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Vidyut.
Thanks.
All right. So still looking at the Q&A, so nothing trickling in yet. All right. So I have one question for Luis from the Smart Academy.
Yes.
All right. Hi, Luis. Okay.
Hi.
I would like to understand some structure on the course fee. What sort of can you throw some light on how this is structured in terms of the course fee and how people can make use of it?
Okay. So basically for our course fees are at 2,500. That will be before claims. So everyone for this whole funding support, how this whole funding support works is on a reimbursement basis. So the companies will pay the upfront 2,500, then the employees will come for the lessons. So they have to fulfill certain T&Cs, which is 75% attendance and the project submission. So on the last lesson, we will guide them step by step how to apply for claims on the IMDA's portal, whereby they will be applying for claims and they'll be claiming back 2250, provided the company is considered an SME. So if it's not an SME, the company will be only claiming back 70% of the cost fee. So that's roughly how the whole funding support works.
Yeah. Okay. And is it fair to say that people with different understanding in terms of whether it's a beginner or an intermediate who would like to then further it to the advanced level, you cater to such requirements as well, yeah?
Yeah, definitely we are able to cater to beginner to intermediate lah. But if you're looking at advanced, more advanced level, I think this course will not be suitable. But for those who have never done marketing before or knows a bit of marketing, but do not know how to, execute the campaigns or whatnot, I believe this is something where this is a course which will benefit them and help the companies digitalize.
Okay, fantastic. All right. Many thanks, Louis. Many thanks.
No problem.
All right. I have one question for Wei Chi. Wei Chi?
Hi, yes.
Yeah, hi. Hi.
Yeah.
Okay. So in your presentation, can you also share what are the data protection services that needs to be managed in this current scenario? What do you think are the top ones to be managed?
So I get actually the data center workload is complicated, right? This is where our value, actually we are able to support all the data center workload from your data center, like your application, and even your endpoint, like your laptop, your desktop, and include if you have workload on the cloud, right? So we can do call support to help you protect all your applications, call support. So this is our value. That's why we call it unified.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Wei Chi.
Thank you.
Okay. So I think we still don't have any more questions. So we have already gone through the all the speakers. Anything else, Songjae, or you think we are good to wrap it up?
Yep, I think we can wrap it up from here.
Okay.
Yep. Thank you,
Okay.
Subash. Thanks so much.
Over to
And
you,
thanks to
Song.
all
Over.
the presenters for answering those questions. All right, if any of the audience still have more questions, feel free to still include them in the Q&A. The presenters still can answer them after this segment. Okay, now before we end today's webinar, we really appreciate if you could get your feedback. It's important to guide us in creating these initiatives, such as these webinars, that will be relevant and they can actually help you. Also, in this form, you can indicate your interest for any of the solutions presented today for them to contact you after that. So please scan this QR code on the screen to access the form. And this industry survey and the info will be shared with various government agencies to understand what assistance and support SMEs need. Okay, with that, thank you so much for participating in today's webinar. Be sure to check out SGTech's website for more details and updates on future webinars. All right, see you on the next webinar.